Yo! We just got done with the leg day, and why I'm not coming to you earlier after class is because your boy forgot to turn on the mic today. Rookie freaking mistake. But anyway, leg day of doom and despair. Just kidding. That shit was freaking fun. Yeah, it was pretty hefty though. On the exertion, because I warmed up, the usual, with just a couple sets of light extensions, and then hopped right into split squats because that shit is the hardest. Exercise, I think, for me at least, right now. So worked my way up to a plate and a 5 today. Let's go, freaking hypertrophy in the house. But yeah, and honestly, that set of 10 each leg felt better and slightly easier. I'm not saying it's easy at all, because I was pushing myself, but yeah, it wasn't too terribly bad. My quads weren't shaking after like a couple weeks ago when I just had a plate. But yeah, I think it really is helping the glutes and all that stuff back there, because that's what I really need to work on. And I was thinking about that after that, because my quads were actually okay. So I went ahead and did just a set of a plate on front squat, because I haven't front squatted since who knows how, or at least like real front squat since like high school. So it's been a minute. I used to be pretty decent at front squat compared to some of the other fellas, but yeah, I just wanted to give it a go, see how my posture was, and it wasn't too bad. It was a little wonky getting it off the bar, because I go this strat rather than just that, because I do not have the mobility for that. As I look, you gotta work on that too. I should just have a mobility day, but that shit is so boring when you could just go to the gym and lift heavy freaking weights instead. But sometimes you gotta do the boring stuff to get better at the cool stuff. That's what I heard. What separates those like Chinese powerlifting champions? They're the ones that do the boring stuff that other guys aren't willing to do, to actually help mobility, stability, everything, So it's the little things that might have the biggest effect, and that's you can kind of apply that to life in general. It's like, it's showing up to work on time, it's showing up to class on time. It may not be like, even if you're a couple minutes late, it may not seem like that big of a deal, but if you keep doing it over and over again, people might start thinking of you as not as reliable, because you're always showing up late, and that kind of shows that you don't really care as much as the person that shows up 10 minutes early, So it's just the little differences that could make a big effect in people like hiring you or whatever it may be, and that's what I think really builds a quality character, is someone who does do the little things without complaining, and actually does the little things, because a lot of people out there, they just don't care enough. That's simple as that, I mean, and why care, It's just the little things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? But those little things may come to bite you in the behind, my brother, because It's just like weightlifting, you know? And similarly, I'd say to running, because I when I started running and stuff, I wasn't really doing the mobility and stability drills and exercises that I really needed to do to kind of maintain my hip strength, honestly. So, yeah, but I was always wondering why my knees and stuff always hurt so bad after runs and stuff. I mean, that'll happen just being a runner, but it was pretty consistent, and I kind of just waved it off because I just enjoyed running so much, and I didn't really I didn't want to focus on the little things. I knew there was little things to be done, but it wasn't really making a direct impact at the moment, so I just kind of brushed them off, you know. And you do not want to do that, because as of right now, I'm trying to repair my hips and stability, because all that damage that I did, all the freaking steps on the solid ass concrete, it has made its effect known. So, yeah, it like tightened up my pelvis, and like now it's like slightly uneven. So that's fun, you know. So that's why I'm starting to do more unilateral leg work, because that is supposed to help stability, which I really do need, because I don't need my freaking knees and ankles, and because the knees and ankles is connected through the hip. So if you beat it at the source, you'll in turn residually help or cure your ankle or knee problems. So that's pretty cool, I guess. So that's why I'm really trying to focus on this hip stability and mobility, because my ankles have always been like pretty weak. So also I think I mentioned it 2 days ago or something about Truett Haynes. He's battling an ankle injury or something. So he got these PT exercises to do for it. And honestly, I've been trying them out because that's kind of what I need as well. Not because I'm injured or anything, just to prevent the injury, because you don't want to get injured and then realize you got to do that stuff. You want to kind of be one step ahead of the injury, and I'm not really typically ahead of it most of the time. I usually just end up spraining my ankle, and that's what happened in November on my little 10-mile turkey trot that I decided was a good idea. And yeah, ended up spraining my ankle and wasn't able to run for like a month and a half. And even that was like the peak of my running too. So it was pretty frustrating not being able to do what I was freaking doing good at the time. And it did have something to do with the lack of hip strength. So, because I wasn't doing like leg days, because I don't know, just because my leg days are usually pretty freaking fatiguing, which is not really the best when you're trying to run 4 or 5 times a week. So I just kind of stopped doing them, and that was not a good idea. You need strength training 1000%. So once I start up my new I really want to start another marathon prep or an ultra prep, because I mean it's so it's so fun. Especially once you get like your running economy under control, it's so fun, because you can just kind of go for forever and just be at a chill pace. But yeah, I do miss it, but bodybuilding has been very fun, and I've been going pretty freaking hard in the paint as of recent. But yeah, that's something I do want to get back to, because it's not only good for your health, but that's honestly why. And I'm cutting right now, so it might be soon that we start ramping ramping up the mileage here. Not ramping up so suddenly, but gradually, you know. Because there is this Austin Backyard Ultra. I don't know if y'all are familiar with it, but it's basically a 4-mile loop. And every hour on the hour, you have to be done and start on the hour, or you get disqualified. And people basically see how far they can go. And the championship, the world championship or whatever for it this year, they went 115 hours. Can you even freaking fathom that? And that's the equivalent to like 500 miles nearly. It's like 490 or something. Just absolutely absurd. But I really do think that's something that I could be decently good at, because I mean the half marathon's fun and all, but I don't know if it's my niche. Because I mean the marathon was hard as fuck, and the half marathon was fun. It was like, I honestly could have pushed myself a lot harder from the jump, but I just didn't know if I was really like that or not, because I literally broke my 5K PB in the last 5 miles of the half marathon, which it's kind of funny. Like, I see like memes about that. It's like, oh, I started off my my race with 5K PB, and now I'm fucked. But I ended it with the PB, so pretty cool. I didn't even realize it. I also broke my 10K PB too, so not bad, not bad. But yeah, I do really want to get back into it, because it's really fulfilling. It's just like, especially if you don't be getting hurt all the time, then it gets real fun. But yeah, just the thing, you know. But I'm freaking starving. Oh yeah, I was telling Nathan about this. When I pulled up to the gym this morning, I had to absolutely unload my pants, and I thought I was gonna shit myself walking up. So that was no fun. But I did make it to the bathroom, which, hell yeah. So, thank you so much. This person yielded on their right turn to let me go. What a lad. Alright, let's squeeze by so we can actually make the line. But yeah, I was saying, and it was probably the most explosive shit I've ever had in my life. Like, as soon as I dropped, or I freaking plopped down the toilet, it was so that was fun. Got it all out. But it was probably because I had 2 bananas for breakfast. All those carbs. And I had my creatine and a 0 sugar Gatorade packet. So lots of sodium, lots of carbs in the system, and they were wanting to get out. But anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. We'll probably see you for some arms tomorrow. Possibly. We'll see. Alright, bye.